Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kyle tells Claire how much he has missed her since yesterday night when they first meet on the patio under the crimson lights. They share a kiss. He pours her a drink with whipped cream on top and talks about how happy she is. They discuss about how much they missed one another last night and make fun of one another. It gets to the point when he asks her if she wants to live with him. She admits, "I'm not really sure what's going on right now." He claims that all of this is speculative. He asks her to talk about it honestly because she won't talk about hypotheticals. It will be rather soon for her. Claire acknowledges that being around them makes her feel better, but this seems hurried. He claims there is no pressure and is not disappointed. Although she doesn't have a frame of reference for their connection, she makes it apparent that she thinks it's fantastic. He believes that one way for them to get to know one another better would be to live together. They might have a lot of power together. He draws nearer and asks her to picture what it may be like. Where would they live, she wonders. With his family or with Victor? What would feel best for her, he asks. She makes fun of him for living at the tack house because she feels that living at the club is too near. They discuss getting a place of their own. He's already acquainted with a realtor. She believes he is acting very impetuously now. He claims that all that matters is what they desire, even if this is a significant step for her. She believes they should think about her grandfather's reaction. She adds she's not sure why his criticism affects her so much as they receive refills. It's not really about them, Kyle explains. It has to do with Victor's hatred of Jack and Billy. He maintains that it's all about them, but she questions whether he wants them to move in to make a point. He is prepared to take the chance of upsetting her grandfather. She is certain that if they move in together, there will be conflict. He detests witnessing her tangle herself for Victor. You do that for people you love, she explains. They compliment one another on their likability, and he acknowledges that he finds the thought of them having a place of their own appealing. She should consider it. Perhaps her grandfather will change his mind. They share a kiss. At the GCAC, Sally and Audra cross paths. Sally questions whether she's hearing wedding bells when Audra says her life is going to grow busier. She isn't. Audra says she has a good chance of finding employment. Spectra wants to know everything. Audra acknowledges that it might entail collaborating with Victor once more. He has made her an offer with conditions. Sally finds all of this confusing because of her past relationship with the mustache. There aren't many options for Audra. Spectra explains that Victor gave her ownership of a branch of Newman Enterprises after she was sworn to silence. Her abilities are undoubtedly of interest to Victor. Sally asks the devil what he wants since she doesn't understand why she would make a deal with him. Audra explains in a whisper that he wants her to entice Kyle away from Claire. All that is required is the appearance of irregularities. Sally believes she shouldn't even consider this because the price tag is too exorbitant. Sally offers to find Audra a job at Marchetti because she is in dire need. Despite being certain that she is on the blacklist with employers, her pal declines that. Sally finds all of this repulsive. "I don't like it, it's way too dangerous," she says. The carney is saddened when Audra claims that she has dealt with worse. It appears that this is much more than a compromise. Audra lashes out at Kyle for being such a brat and acknowledges that she wants to exact revenge on him. Furthermore, she is aware of who she is working with and, if necessary, will force Victor to sign a contract in blood. Although she is certain that she has the cards, Sally believes things might quickly change. Audra claims, "I've wooed Kyle before," as if it would be simple. Audra seems self-assured, but Sally notes that he now despises her. Sally inquires as to whether she believes Claire merits this. By exposing Kyle as a player, Audra believes she is merely doing her a service. "When Nate discovers what you're doing, what will you do?" Sally queries. "Nate won't ever know," Audra says, squinting one eye. "He is the best man she has ever dated." Sally worries that this would destroy their relationship, but her buddy tells her that she's already covered with him. Kyle won't do anything. She'll simply capture him and leave. She's playing with fire, according to Spectra. She reminds her that she already conceals information about Holden from Nate. This is her greatest option, according to her pal. She tries to make it happen, but nothing happens. All of this is for the best. She can honestly tell Nate that she doesn't really care about Kyle if he starts to feel envious. Sally advises her not to put herself in a situation from which she cannot escape. I can do this. I must, Audra says. When Victoria arrives at her father's new ranch, they discuss Alan/Martin being the person who abducted Sharon and Phyllis. The fact that this is all over makes them happy. After everything they've been through, Victoria wonders when the family will get a break. They are Newmans, he reminds her, and they make it through everything. She keeps thinking about Jordan telling Claire that she will be haunted by her death. She's glad Claire can rely on Kyle. Victor grimaces and tells her that rather than Kyle, she should rely on her family. Although he maintains that the Abbotts are a complete failure, she maintains that Kyle is the ideal guy they could ask for. He doesn't want Claire to go through what Summer went through. Victoria would acknowledge that his relationships didn't work out, but he wasn't solely to blame. She still believes that there might be a future for Claire and Kyle. Her father is still adamant that it will fail. She threatens to stop allowing him to ruin her daughter's happiness. The thought of their relationship being severed makes her heart ache. He doesn't want Kyle to shatter Claire's heart, and he reminds her of how much she has endured. He thanks her for running things at the workplace, and they talk about how he's getting better after his gunshot wound. I've heard good things about Cole's management of the publishing division, he continues. She tells him that he too had a problem with Cole. Changes occur, explains Victor. She's hoping he'll change his mind about Kyle and Claire as well. He has finished talking on this topic. She requests that he swear not to do anything that might harm her daughter's relationship as she leaves. She is taken aback by Audra's arrival and even more so when her father informs her that he is making her an employment offer. Audra apologizes for her appearance after Victoria leaves. Under some restrictions, she accepted his proposal. She wants him to finance a business for her, and she wants an unbreakable contract rather than a split. She must accomplish things independently and in her own way. He agrees. They have an agreement. On YNR next week. You need a break, don't you? Victoria queries. Nick says, that's what this would be. His sister clarifies, no, I mean a vacation from Sharon and all of her drama. Jack, you seem to be in a good mood. Was there anything noteworthy that occurred today? Michael queries. Well, I appreciate you asking. Where should I begin, G? Jack says. This is your final opportunity to convince me that I can rely on you, Lily says. Damien concurs, saying, I'll tell you everything, with one condition. Could Victor and Audra be working together this week to exact revenge on Kyle? Remember why she would have to avenge him? Does Victor want assistance separating Kyle and Claire, or is this a business matter? Ashley, meanwhile, returns and is eventually informed of Alan's ordeal. Jack questions her about if her old acquaintance is actually Alan or if he is just his insane brother. When Alan comes back, Tracy is about to learn the truth and wants explanations. Will Alan take a dramatic action? Coming up from the promo next week. Have you ever thought about exacting revenge on Kyle Abbott? What? Asks Victor. Suppose I do wish to get even. For that, what do I get? Audra queries him. What are your thoughts on the possibility that Martin survived that Parisian fall? Jack asks Ashley. Alan's unexpected return surprises Tracy. Spoilers for Young and Restless Monday, April 7th, the Canadian day that lies ahead. YNR summary. Victor presents a fresh offensive strategy. Sharon and Phyllis find some fresh details about their kidnapper. With Summer, Chance finds closure. Spoilers for Young and Restless Tuesday, April 8th, the Canadian day that lies ahead. YNR summary. There is mayhem when Ashley gets home. Phyllis and Sharon desire justice. Tracy calls in distress. Spoilers for Young and Restless Wednesday, April 9th, what to expect today in Canada. YNR summary. Ashley and Jack are concerned about Tracy's security. Chance learns some startling facts. Spoilers for Young and Restless Thursday, April 10th, what to expect today in Canada. YNR summary. Alan is questioned by Tracy. A startling partnership is formed between Sharon and Phyllis.